welcome to our special broadcast, Connect with 54th IFFI. It's day 6th at the International Film Festival of India, the 54th edition. After the conclusion of 75 Creative Minds of Tomorrow, a talent camp was organized today. Red carpet events, master classes and screening of various films have taken place. So without further ado, let's dive straight into our show. After concluding the 48-hour filmmaking challenge of the 75 Creative Minds of Tomorrow, a talent camp was organized to recruit these fresh, talented young minds. The mantra is, the talent gets opportunity. We speak to the candidates and also the recruiters who've come for recruiting these creative minds.
This is an initiative of our Honorable Minister to make sure that this 75 creative minds, after gaining so much of experiences and exposures, are given an opportunity to work with some of the biggest media and entertainment houses in the country. Today you have people from Roy Kapoor Films, you have people from Yuva, you have people from Amazon, and so many other companies. And many of them has already said that, we want this many people with this name. I think it's such a big opportunity because, however good you are, you need an exposure. You need to be given that privilege to start working somewhere. And some of these young boys and girls have come from some of the farthest corner of the country with this opportunity being given to work with some of these biggest production houses, who are in this media and entertainment sector. I think it's one of the best opportunities.
This recruitment process that we are doing is actually, we are a company that's always believed in talent and honing talent and creating new talent and giving the option and chance to people who want to tell stories. And I feel like here at this talent camp, they have that opportunity to come and talk about the stories that they'd like to tell and the things that they'd like to do. And we have a lot of talent in this country, those who are established, of course, whom we work with at Prime Video. But I think it's the initiative with us is to create our own talent in the sense of like finding the people who have these great minds and great stories to tell and, honing it, helping them, teaching them. What we're trying to do in the future as well is like an internship program where we would talk to a lot of students that would come in and work at Amazon.
This sounds like a very interesting initiative, and a lot of such things happen based in Mumbai, and I'm glad there's something that is happening outside Mumbai. And the representation, one thing which fascinated me a lot is the representation has a lot of diversity. The kind of people we have, people from northeast, we have people from smaller towns, we have people from far away places which usually kind of struggle to reach the core, the center of the filmmaking spaces. So I'm really looking forward to meeting such talents.
After the conclusion of the 48-hour filmmaking challenge, these 75 creative minds are ready to get recruited. We are here at the talent camp where the recruiters have come here to give an opportunity to these young creative minds. Let's try and talk to them. How do you see this opportunity of the talent camp?
I feel it's a great platform for all the young budding filmmakers to come under an umbrella and meet so many different production houses and introduce ourselves. So this is something that I think we all were waiting for.
I think it's a perfect combination. We've worked hard to make a film and then we get recognition for our work and then we get recruited in the same industry. So if we have an opportunity which combines to showcase our work as well as get hired from one of the top companies in India, I think it's a very good initiative for us.
Being an actor, I'm an actor, so it's a lot of competition is there, and to connect with these production houses, these big companies, it's really difficult. So this platform is really great for me and a good opportunity.
Manoj Bajpai and Sharmila Tagore film Gulmohar is a family drama film. It is getting screened here at the 54th edition of IFFI, and we speak to the actor Manoj Bajpai about his role and also about what he feels about the screening of the film at IFFI. Family drama Gulmohar is being screened here at the 54th edition of IFFI, and we have Batra Saab with us. Manoj Bajpai is here. Batra Saab, as I introduced you, how challenging was the role, and how would you say this perfect story defines today's society?
I mean, see, a role is always very challenging if you're looking for the roles which can help you grow and evolve, not only as an actor, but also as a person. The story about a household where, you know, there are so many hidden things in the cupboards and how they start tumbling out. Playing a guy who is coming from a very affluent, family, and leading the family after his father's death and a mother is old. He is someone who is completely trying to balance both the generation, his mother's and his children, and this is where he's completely conflicted. So yes, it was a very difficult role. But you know, it becomes quite fun when when all of us start exploring together and start nudging each other to grow. Yeah.
Okay. So your film is being screened here at IFFI. You were here at IFFI last year as well. How do you see this platform and your film being screened here? How big is that?
Any kind of a festival where films are coming from all over the world, and the great creative minds representing their own industry coming here with their films, with their art. So it becomes a festival. It's actually a mela, film mela, and this is more than you showing the film, your film achieving something. It's always great to mingle and exchange. Okay, so that's the purpose of every festival is. You don't go to festivals to compete. You go to festivals to show your work and see someone else's work, okay, and learn in turn. So this is a great get together of great creative minds.
Okay. Yeah. Rahul is also with us. Rahul, you're the director. Picking something so relevant and showcasing it to the entire world, and coming here at IFFI, how is everything, this mix of emotions?
No, I think it's great to come to IFFI. The first film that I ever did in my life, fiction film, was premiered at IFFI, which was with Meera Nair, which was 14 years ago. So it's nice to come back out here, of course, with him. And I think we had a blast with the film. So it's very nice when it gets invited and it gets all the love. Which we didn't expect. We were just having fun making the movie.
Okay, so they were having fun, and that's what it is. You have fun, you do your work, and then it gets appreciated. With camera person Sanjeev Sharma, this is Shama Mishra for DD India, Goa. IFFI is not just about screening of diverse selection of movies, but it's also about getting your hands on tips and tricks from the very best. Award-winning artist Rasool Pukuti was present in one of the panel discussions, Road to Oscars, and we speak to him about more. We just witnessed the red carpet of the panel discussion of the Road to Oscars here at the 54th edition of International Film Festival of India, and we have the famous Rasool Pukuti with us. Sir, you've been here at IFFI. How is the entire platform? And you'll be soon engaging in a discussion where it's known to you, Road to Oscars. How would you say about that?
I'm looking forward to the discussion, but I don't know what is the Road to Oscars actually, if you ask me.
Okay.
We will find out. There's a common discussion, so we'll find out what is that we are one of the largest filmmaking country in the world, yet our representations at the Oscars, our representations at Cannes, our representation at BAFTA all these are minimal or null or void. So what is it that is actually lacking in us? Are we lacking as talent, global talent, or are we not representing our work properly? It could be either of these things. So that's what we would analyze, and I'm hoping the incoming generation will understand it and make a difference.
So you mentioned a very important point over here, that the representation of our movies is very low at Oscars, even though we are the largest producers, fifth largest producer of movies, and each year Indian cinema produces in thousands the movies. Now that the time has come when everyone has a phone in their hand, everyone can access YouTube, any other platform, do you think the quality of the content is improving day by day, and everyone or anyone from the rural area or from any other far-flung area can actually be a storyteller?
I mean, everybody in India is a storyteller. If you look around, there is amazing number of stories, We have 1 billion people and we have 100 billion stories, because every person that you see on the road is walking around with 10 stories. Now, you mentioned content. I mean, I detest the word content because I don't think film is content, I mean, we are living in, we have reached a point in our digital life where we start calling a film a content. A film is not content. It is a work of art. It is sheer hard work of hundreds of people, and it cannot be reduced to a reductionist statement like content. So I don't think, and we should in a festival we should talk about it. And for me, again, Oscars is a is a film fair of American cinema. It is celebrating. Of course, it is one of the highest achievement. But it's celebrating American cinema, and I don't know why we are so fixated about Oscars. We would rather be fixated about, in a festival atmosphere like this, we should rather be talking about a Cannes entry. We should rather be talking about a Berlin entry. We should rather be talking about a Busan and a Sundance, and all the festivals and cinema discussions where film is looked at a language, not as content.
Okay. All right, I stand corrected. Lastly, what do you think of our platform? Because each year it's becoming bigger and better, and your future projects that, if you could share with us.
IFFI as a platform, it has given me a platform because I came to IFFI as a film student. I slept in Nandan, in Calcutta, on those pavements, and watched movies, and that has given me, exposure to international cinema while I was a film student. And every year I traveled with IFFI, when I was a film student. And ever since after I became what I've become, IFFI moved to Goa, and after my Oscars, I've been taking master classes. I've been bringing people from all across the globe, sharing knowledge. I've been my foundation has been a knowledge partner to IFFI. Plus, I've been in the jury of the finding 70 talents across India, and that's what the minister has brought up the idea. So I've been part and parcel of IFFI, and I feel a platform like this is going to give a lot of empowerment to the new youth, and I'm looking forward to interacting with them, looking forward to parting my little bit of knowledge that I have acquired. And as far as my work is concerned, I just become a filmmaker. I just released my first movie, looking forward to making many more. And apart from that, my regular sound work is happening, and I have a film, Pushpa 2, coming up. I have a Hindi film coming up, and I have a Kannada film coming up. I have a big Malayalam movie coming up. Me and Rahman is doing a movie together. It's called Aadu Jeevitham. So it's quite nice. It's quite good. I'm quite looking forward to doing many more varied projects.
So we understand you're busy and you have a handful. All the best to you, and thank you for talking to us. So we did speak about IFFI, and we also spoke about how these kind of festivals are actually, bringing up the talent that we have in our rural areas as well. With camera person Sanjeev Sharma, this is Shama Mishra for DD India, Goa. There's also a focus on the portrayal of violence against children, adolescents, and women in film. A package of 4 national and international films are being screened across various locations throughout the film festival. We speak to Zafreen Chaudhary, Chief of Communications, UNICEF, for more.
International Film Festival of India is not always about the stars and glitter. Very serious issues are also being discussed here. We are joined by Zafreen Chaudhary, Chief Communication Officer, UNICEF. Welcome to DD India, ma'am. Ma'am, you have come here on the platform of International Film Festival of India, where we talk about films, stars, but you have come here with a very serious topic. Tell us about your subject and what brought you here at the IFFI.
So you're right, it's a serious subject, and that is why all the more reason why this platform is so important and so enabling, because you have the film producers, directors, critics, connoisseurs, audiences, young people. It's really a great platform to talk about children's rights, how children are ethically depicted in films, especially the issues of violence affecting children. How are we depicting it? The call is to depict it in an empowering way, showing how children are overcoming barriers, overcoming violence, and showing the resilience and the courage with without hurting their identity and dignity. So that is what we are getting at, because the mainstream movies, films, sometimes end up using violence as a selling point. Sorry to say, but it happens, and that is the paradigm we want to shift. Because there are good examples already. So just saying that movies do not sell without showing violence and conflict and fighting and bloods and so on is an outdated idea. Because we have seen best practices. It's on the storytelling. It's how you tell of course we are not shying away from the problem, but how you tell the story.
But it's a very sensitive topic which you have come here, and we had a very interesting panel to discuss about it. People from the industry, the directors, the actors who have gone through such instances. So what are the steps or measures or action we can think about, and the policy or the approach should be action oriented? We should not be only talking about it. What we can do really to help this subject cause more hue and cry, and can help those people who are actually caught in this vicious circle.
So there are many different levels. First is implementing the law, which the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, you have heard, they have very workable, very effective laws. However, if you look at the volume and the expanse of it, the OTT platforms, the films, it is almost impossible to monitor and regulate. And there comes the issue of social responsibility, of really feeling the responsibility as content producers. How do you want to present the issues? So that needs social change. So when we respond, our response strategy in UNICEF for violence is first the legal part, but then a much bigger part is the social. Changing negative social norms, toxic masculinity. Those are the things you need to address, and give support to the parents. Parents want the best for their children, but sometimes what has happened to the mobile phone, it's no longer a device. It's become part of us. It's like a limb. It's like an arm. So it's really in every hand of the young people. And it is not to be controlled in that sense. So parents need guidance. Even producer and directors just unilaterally telling, please do not include violence is not enough. We need to bring them to the table for a dialogue. We need to meet halfway, understand what they are thinking and what we are suggesting. Sometimes they wouldn't even know the harmful effect of how it desensitizes children, how it perpetuates violence. It really, it can leave lifelong scars. And children who have seen violence, grew up with violence, as an adult perpetuate violence. They become the perpetrators. That is what our studies show. Okay. So it's very important. And then finally addressing the children, working with them, not only for them, but with them. What this forum is doing, the 75 Creative Minds, it's a great way to do it. Children need their voices and views need to come into the mainstream, discourse. how they want to be portrayed, how are they seeing their issues, and how are adults, filmmakers, popular films seeing their issues. That connect needs to be made. So this is how we are moving forward. This is our second year of this great partnership, and we want to go forward. For example, we have expanded from first year it was centered around this festival, IFFI, this year also, but then going forward we have some plans for capacity building, for informing, for explaining, and bringing those people on board.
Sumitra Roy. Sumitra Roy is an award-winning indie filmmaker and poet. She is here at IFFI with her debut movie, Bhangar. We speak to her about what the movie is all about and what it means to be screened here at IFFI.
He says, yes, you are black. Okay, all right. Why did you say yes?
But her qualities are fair.
Say okay, Google 3 times. Say Google, okay, Google, okay, Google, okay, Google.
The story is actually about India's first couple to petition President of India and the Supreme Court of India for the right to die. And I went to meet them to understand why. And then I stayed back to make this wonderful film because I found that this couple were an inspiring couple, and actually although they asked for death, there was so much life in them as a couple, and that is what I wanted to bring out in this story. I think IFFI is a great platform for regional cinema. You know, it is actually the biggest platform for regional, apart from OTT. For festival-wise, this is the biggest platform, and also IFFI particularly focuses and picks up from all parts of the country, which is, it's great.
The screening at IFFI is not just for entertainment purposes, it comes with a cause. One movie is live in the Loom, where the filmmaker has tried showcasing the lives of weavers and their weaves and how difficult it gets to survive with a traditional weaving. We speak to the filmmaker for more.
The film is about handloom weavers across India, from a king's cloth to a tribal cloth. So we covered all range of cloths. The documentary took almost 4 years to get completed. The main idea to get into handloom is to look for some eco-friendly practices which has been practiced from 1,000 years. Like Patan Patola has been woven from 1,000 years. And the Salvi family in Patan, they were the main inspiration for this documentary. When I heard that they are using natural dyes and using old loom, so it was very inspiring. So I went and met them, I spoke with them. It was very inspiring, and I thought of shooting the whole documentary about Patan Patola, but they couldn't give the secrets and time. There are a lot of secrets within the family, so they don't want to. Other competitors maybe they would take it, so they did not allow me. And then I thought, why not we can shoot others also, like Varanasi. There are also many Muslim weavers, so we thought of shooting other weavers also, like in Assam, Tamil Nadu. And a very interesting part in this documentary is the Bonda tribe thing. So they are used to modern clothing. Previously, they used to wear a small piece of cloth called ringa. So they weave by themselves the ringa cloth. And now only the older women are using the ringa cloth. Younger generation have moved on with modern clothing, and we requested to show the process how they were doing. So two older women in village, they showed us how they make fiber from tree, how they make it into yarn. So it was very interesting. The Bonda tribal.
Day 6 of the International Film Festival of India concludes, and we had seen today that there were several premieres, several gala premieres, screenings of diverse selection of movies. That's all we had in our today's show. We will be back tomorrow with Day 7 happenings and highlights. Stay with us, continue watching. Thank you for watching. Namaskar.